15. Sabatini trying to go up 4 games to 2.
Boy, you got to throw that approach shot deep, and if you don't throw it deep, I thought that forehand right there was very nice. It put Sabatini back. It gave her the chance for the approach shot coming in. And look at the shot down the line. Goodness gracious. Super.
That being a beautiful point, I think it's interesting to note the angle that the camera's getting in the court, because it gives you a great sense of where the players are and what's transpiring in the middle of the point. You can see here Pam trying to run Gabriella around, coming into the net again, a deep approach. She's got the whole court open, makes the volley.
40-30. Oh, jumped the backhand. And the game goes to Sabatini, and then she goes up 4 games to 2. I bet Pam would love to have that backhand return over again.
Well, I don't think Pam's going to feel very good, but she's going to have dreams tonight of about the 40 opportunities she's had to win points and not able to do it. You got to remember, she's getting ready now for the biggest event in America, and that's the U.S. Open, and that's not a very good omen for her.
That's right. And the U.S. Open is really her tournament, too. That's where she first came onto the scene. The courts suit her style.
People love her there.
Well, New York. New York people love everybody.
Unforced errors, 21-14.
Gabriella really torques her body on every single ground stroke.
And winner for Sabatini. It was like she's on clay there, grunting with every stroke.
Well, I tell you right now, Sabatini could just about put the lid on the coffin if she wins the next points, because she's just run Pam Shriver all over the state. Great luck, isn't it?
The intensity of a champion.
Nope. Talk about the U.S. Open. Gabriella has come to like that setting as well. It's her only finals appearance in a Grand Slam event.
I'm really surprised, too. I would have thought that the French Open, the slow red clay, would have been her best surface. I was expecting her to do better there this year.
No question, clay is her surface.
I give credit to Pam Shriver there. That was really a deep shot. But, you know, everybody counted Martina Navratilova out at the U.S. Open. Said, you know, she never can win it. She chokes it. Well, I want to tell you, she came back and won it a ton. Same as Lindell. Lindell couldn't pull it off either. But he came back. You just got to keep taking those little weak links out of your game, and all of a sudden, you're an animal.
No, long.
Well, when I see people who can only underspin, I think it's so dangerous, because you got to have a weapon. I remember when Martina was hitting underspin and having trouble, and she learned how to topspin. She had alternatives. Suddenly, she had the greatest record. The very next year, the very best record in her history.
Yeah, every once in a while, you just have to have that cannon, and if you don't have it, you're shortchanging yourself.
You know, Dr. Keating and I did a study on variables you had to control topspin versus underspin. You had to control 5 times the number of variables to control underspin that it takes to control topspin.
I would have thought it would be the other way around. Then again, that's why I'm sitting here. Just beyond reach again.
I'll tell you, Sabatini turns around and gives you the stare, baby. She hit that ball, and Pam could not make the play. What Sabatini run. Boy, you got to hand it to her. And she just juices this one. And she just looks her right in the eye.
She's bouncing around back there. She knows she can get 2 here and she'll be serving for the match. Counts. And Shriver doesn't agree with the call. Kind of a weak overhead, but it counts. Maybe that's what she's afraid of, is the overhead.
Boy, that was a broomstick overhead if I've ever seen one. Give me a break. The elbow didn't even bend. This is a trick shot. That's not an overhead.
It is. Actually, she hits it sidearm, kind of a Jimmy Connor special, only not quite as good. Although you have to remember it is dark above the lights and probably difficult to judge on its way down.
That could make your elbow stiffen.
Break out the ice.
Another break point for Sabatini. Oh, it won't go. And Gabriela Sabatini in a solid position here to advance for the finals for the 2nd year in a row. She'll be serving for the match. Back in a moment. Getting behind Pam Shriver right now. I want to keep this going a little bit longer. Way long on the service return. Shriver trying to keep low. Just sent the racket hit high. Sabatini now just 2 points away from returning to the championship match. She lost in 3 sets to Chris Everett a year ago. Long. Pam Shriver in game 12 missed 2 opportunities to break serve, and that has really been the story, or in Pam's case the unstory. She didn't get it done, has not broken Sabatini all night. And floats that way long, and we've got double match point for Gabriela Sabatini. Shriver hits it long. And that's it. 6-4, 6-2. And for the second second year in a row, Gabriela Sabatini is headed toward the finals here of the Virginia Slims of Los Angeles. We'll return here to center court at Manhattan Country Club. Sabatini, a winner in straight sets.
The first set